Bitcoin is at a massive crossroads, and if you are not preparing for the next major move right now, then chances are that you are going to get wrecked, like the $200 million worth of crypto that was liquidated in just one single hour yesterday during this drop. Today, I'm gonna talk about the next major move because during the next few days, you have some significant events coming up. I'm going to show you my trades. As you know, I'm always 100% transparent with you. I'm going to show you everything. And if you are FOMOing into altcoins right now, if you're feeling like FOMOing into altcoins, make sure to watch this video. A lot of important stuff to cover today, guys. So welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. So we did finally see a quite significant drop yesterday. You could see that we did have my orange box here holding up the Bitcoin price in the 4-hourly time frame when we went down at $36,000. We did see a significant bounce. However, it didn't manage to hold up the Bitcoin price entirely. Ultimately, we did see a breakdown to 34,744. I know on some exchanges, this went even lower. This went close to my orange line here at 34,400 approximately. So again, these levels continue to bear a lot of significance, but that is not the main point I want to talk about today. The main point is that, of course, I've been warning you about a drop for Bitcoin for 4 days already. So this was the first video in which I talked about, and this is when Bitcoin was up here. I said that, look, we are due for a little bit of a pullback. Now the pullback we had, it was actually 8.5%, which is not too bad. Let me go back to this video and just go through, so I don't have to repeat myself. Let me go through why I believe that we were due for a little bit of a pullback. And that was, of course, due to the RSI divergence that you had right here. But just to remind you so that we can take note of this and it can be helpful for us the next time we see the same thing. Let me just go back a little bit in that video and see what I said. But if the market reacts as it should do, if the market does what it is supposed to do, then yes, a little bit of a pullback before we see some more upside. This is definitely something that I would be expecting at this point. So how big would that pullback be? Well, if you go down to this orange line, that is only 2.5%. If you go down to this one, that's more like almost 8%. So this is more likely that this could be something that you could expect. So this would be 34,200. And then the big one is at $33,000, which would mean a pullback of 10%. So I gave you in this particular video, I gave you 3 different levels that Bitcoin would probably pull back to. Like I said, the first one was here at 36,100. Second one, 34,255, which we came close to reaching. And the final one would be $33,000. So the question right now is, are we going to continue towards the upside now for Bitcoin, or are we going to continue and maybe reach one of these lower levels? Well, here's the thing, and this is what you need to pay attention to. If we go to the RSI divergence on the daily time frame, I would say that this has already played out. Now, if you look at the previous times, and this is what we used as reference, when these have happened in the past in 2023, we went down by 11% on this first one. Now on the second one, on this RSI divergence, we went down by, well, let's take it from the top. We went down, well, take this consolidation, that was about 8%, right? And then we did see another major drop, but this had nothing to do really with the RSI divergence here. So we went down by, what was it, 10% the first time, 8% the second time. And this one that we have right now from that peak was actually almost 9%. So I would say that the RSI divergence has definitely played out already. And on the balance of probabilities, I do think that we are due for some more upside for Bitcoin, guys. So that is going to be something that is going to make a lot of bulls happy, of course. But the main point is that we were prepared for this pullback. We were able to take advantage of it. And right now we're seeing a pump. Now, the next level of resistance, though, is right here at $36,000, 36,100 or so. Now, we are pumping right now on the 4-hourly time frame. So if we can manage to break through this, then I do see us come up and make another push towards the orange box here. So that is something that I am expecting right now, but we first have to clear this level. If we manage to do that, let's see if we can have a pullback, make this support again, and then come up to the next level again. So I am still the biggest Bitcoin bull out there. I was just a little bit on the super low time frames. I was a little bit bearish. Now we've had that pullback. So now I am expecting, if we can break through this level, I'm expecting more upside for Bitcoin. So that is absolutely fantastic. Overall, on the weekly time frame, this is just a sloppy thing I wrote. I actually, did this kind of like graph here, expecting the Bitcoin price to do something like this when we were down here. Now, I will say on the weekly time frame that I do feel like even though we are, yes, at a kind of consolidation level right now, in which I believe that Bitcoin would consolidate, but I do believe that I was probably a little bit conservative. I do think that we're gonna go higher than what I did right here. I do think that we're gonna have a swing and then a pullback, but probably you will have a big swing around January, because I do not, on this Friday, there is a possibility that all of the ETFs are going to be approved. And if they are approved, you're going to have a big pump. So at that point, you could have this pump I have here up to $41,000. We'll probably go higher than that. But I do believe in general that we are going to come up a little bit higher than I was writing down here. Now remember, this is not only something that I did when we were down here. This entire chart is something I was charting several years ago. When we were down here, I was making this chart. So, and this level right here, accumulate inside of this, move up, breaking the RSI structure. So this is a very long-term chart. I usually chart these like years in advance. So yeah, of course, there's going to be some differences in it, but in general it has been following quite well so far. Now, before I talk about my massive trades, man, we have so much to go through today and time is flying by. What you can see for Ethereum though is that we came down and we hit came super close to hitting my $1,924 support level right here. So that is something to pay attention to as well. But more importantly, look at this for traditional markets, the S&P 500. We've had massive pumps. The reason why we had massive pumps here for the traditional markets is because the inflation data that came out yesterday was actually better than anticipated. So we've had a massive pump for the S&P 500. We are at a key point here. We are at a massive level of resistance, guys. Now, if we zoom out, look at this on the daily time frame. This is a massive level of resistance. So pay attention to this. If we can manage to clear this orange box, and then I do believe that traditional markets are due for some nice upside, some decent, we could easily pump, just clearing this, we could easily pump another 2% immediately up to this level for traditional markets, which may not sound a lot because in crypto you're used to several 100%, but in traditional markets that is huge. And that is going to lead into Bitcoin also pumping up here, definitely to the orange box, potentially crushing both of these orange boxes if you see that confidence boost from the traditional markets. And also not only for S&P 500, if you look at the NASDAQ, we are about to break a key level of resistance. Look at this swing high we had here for the NASDAQ. And if we can break through this level in which we got rejected previously, if we can break through this, then I do see that we are going to actually, as crazy as it sounds, reach our all-time high, a new all-time high in the NASDAQ, which is tech stocks mainly, because we are just 5% from the all-time high in the NASDAQ. Now for the S&P 500, how far are we? Let's go to the weekly time frame. We're going to be a little bit further away here. Yeah, we're about a little bit more than 6% on the S&P 500. But you can just see how things are lining up, guys. And everything is in the realm of possibility right now. And the only thing is that Bitcoin is going to catch up, guys. Bitcoin is going to go on massive runs here. Breaking the previous all-time highs for the traditional markets is going to set off something crazy for crypto. And the altcoin gains you've seen so far is going to be nothing compared to what you're going to see. So make sure to subscribe and activate the bell on this channel, because I will continue to talk more and more about altcoins. In fact, I made an altcoin video right here 2 days ago. I made an altcoin video talking about the altcoins I was accumulating. It was Matic, it was Avalanche, It was Merit Circle. Now, these coins have done very well. And as you know, guys, I don't only say stuff on YouTube. I don't only say stuff on Twitter. When I say something, I do it. And I'm always 100% transparent with you. So when I made this video, I entered into Matic and Avalanche positions. And how did those go? Well, Matic is up 128% on 10x leverage here. And Avalanche is up 70% on 10x leverage. So they have done very well. And by the way, guys, okay, let me explain these positions here also for Bitcoin. As you know, when I was talking about this bearish divergence, I was talking about building a short position for Bitcoin. And that is what I did. You can see it right here. Now, I didn't take profit on that yet because just like I said in my video yesterday, this would have been a logical point to take profit on. But I didn't do that. I missed that opportunity. And then when we started to break down right here, I was going to wait for this level to take profit on that short, but I missed it. My order didn't trigger. And so right now I am also in this. And when I saw that Bitcoin was breaking through this level, I jumped into a short also for Ethereum, even though I told you to be very cautious with Ethereum because Ethereum is one of those things that you could have some news come out, and for Bitcoin as well with ETF for instance, but especially for Ethereum, you could have some news come out which is going to lead into like something like this, right? Here some kind of news comes out, Ethereum jumps immediately 12%, which is absolutely insane. So I would not suggest you shorting Ethereum right now. I put in a little bit of a short just because I am a experienced trader and I know how to handle that should we have that big pump, and this is just part of a diversified portfolio anyway. But yes, that short for Ethereum is at a loss right now. So yeah, this just goes to show that I should follow my own advice maybe. But other than that, the Bitcoin short I built, yes, I am going to get out of this. I'm just waiting to see if we are able to break through this level. If we break through this level, boom, I'm out. I'm putting that take profit target down. So I'm getting out at a profit on that short. But should we come up here and have a little bit of a problem, then we could see something like this, right? Then I'm gonna wait for an opportunity to get out, probably here at 35,500, because I don't think that we're gonna get the chance again. You can never say never, but on the balance of probabilities, just like I said, I do believe with everything going on right now for traditional markets and the rest, getting the opportunity to take profit on that short or buy Bitcoin here at $34,000, I think the best chance you had was here at 34,700, coming close to my orange line. So that was that trade, and just like I showed you in the intro, $200 million worth of crypto was liquidated in just 1 hour alone yesterday. So that is absolutely massive. So this is why you have to be careful playing with leverage. You have to be careful trading, and you need to be prepared for the dips that could come, especially when you had such a clear setup like the bearish divergence right here. Now, talking more about my trades, guys. So this is on Bybit. I do have those trades going on right there. And of course, if you want to sign up to Bybit, you do have some crazy deposit bonuses right now. So go to the top of the description. You have it right here, up to $30,000, setting up a new trading account. Sign up using this link right here. The best deposit bonuses on the planet right now for Bybit. Now, let's talk about this because finally, this has reached, on my trading strategies, it has reached 100%. So this came close to actually reaching it though also. So the Ethereum bot, the Ethereum fast bot was really catching up to the Bitcoin cycle bot, even though the Bitcoin cycle bot had such a leadway. This was at like 90% when this was at, I think, 40% or 45%. So this has been doing a terrific job. And all of these all of these bots have been doing a terrific job, but the fast bots in general, utilizing the volatility, the small volatility that it's been decent volatility, but just going sideways here, accumulating more and more and more. And this is the beauty with these trading strategies, because remember, yesterday when I made my video, Bitcoin was at 36,800 or so. So we are about $1,000 lower than where we were yesterday, but due to the bots buying the dips as we got down here and taking profit on the way up, my bots are at a more profit as opposed to just holding Bitcoin. So these bots take advantage of that volatility, buying the dip, taking profit on the way up. So That is absolutely fantastic. This is why these bots have consistently been outperforming just holding Bitcoin and Ethereum in itself. So that is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to everyone that have been using these ones. You are now able to take out everything you put into this bot. You're able to take it out and just trade with profits, and then how it goes, but I'm very happy for every one of you that have been doing that. Now, what I've done here on OKX though is that I have lowered the take profit price. So you can go to the right and then you click on this, and then you add the lowest possible. So if you do this, you can just type in, it has to be higher than 35,958 for instance, for me. Why did I do that? Because they had accumulated, I think, 11 out of 13. This had accumulated, I think, 7 out of 8. So I lowered the take profit price whenever we have accumulated a lot of positions here on OKX. For BitGet, I haven't done that. And by the way, the BitGet bots are also up 15, 7, 5, 5, 13, 8%. So you're able to also do lower the take profit price on BitGet. Just go to the settings of the bot. You have the take profit percentage, lower that percentage, and then once it actually executes that position and takes profit, you can go back and add the same percentage as it was before. If you want to know more about this, guys, make sure to watch my video at the top of the description explaining everything you need to know. But if you want to use these trading strategies yourself, I suggest you use OKX. And you can do that by going to the description of this video. Click here, claim up to $60,000 in bonuses by clicking join now. And once you have that account, once you have click join now using this link, you're eligible for the bonuses. Then after that, go down and with one click, you can set up each and every one of these bots here, the cycle bot, slow bot, fast bots. If you cannot use OKX, then use BitGet, which is available in more jurisdictions. Go down, sign up. Once you have signed up, you're eligible for 8,400 deposit bonuses. Then you can click on this link, taking you to this page where you can subscribe here. And then you can click on whatever bot you want to use here. Now, there's only about 30 places left here on BitGet. So if you want to use these bots on BitGet, then make sure to subscribe as soon as possible so that you're able to do that. Now, let's talk about something very important because the yields right now are going down for treasuries, for US treasuries. So you can see that the 10-year yield has dropped from 5% to 4.4%. You can see that the 2-year yield has dropped from 5.25% to 4.8%. And this is one of the most important things right now for a crypto bull run, because as the yields goes down, people who have their money in these bonds, they will want to look for other ways to make a lot of money. And so they will be more speculative. They would put it into crypto. This is why even if let's say we were to see a massive drop here for Bitcoin and all of these positions were filled, and I would be left holding Bitcoin, I am absolutely, and Ethereum, I'm absolutely fine with that, because I know that it's just a matter of time until the real crazy stuff happens for crypto in general, right? And the inflation news that came out yesterday was very good. It actually came down, the inflation came down lower than expectations. So core went down 0.2 month on month and 4 year over year, and it was forecasted to be 0.3 and 4.1. So the inflation is lower than the expectations here, which is absolutely fantastic. This is what we want to see. Now, this has led into people starting to expect the Fed to start to cut rates sooner than that was anticipated previously. So as you get more momentum into the market, as you get more people taking more risk and anticipating the Fed to cut rates soon, then, the speculation comes back up and things go nuts after that. Now, there's more to this. What did the Fed talk about when it comes to the report that came out yesterday with the inflation numbers? They've said that the October CPI report looked pretty good. So I guess that's reassuring. Now, for the spot Bitcoin ETFs, we still have this Friday for them to approve all of them at once. Now, the analyst here from Bloomberg believes that they don't think it's going to happen this Friday. However, they do believe that by January the 10th, there's a 90% chance that they are going to approve these ETFs. So, and that is in just under 2 months actually. So, okay, it could happen on Friday, it could happen in 2 months, but it's going to happen eventually. So that is something that we can look out for. Also, the US House has agreed on a bill, so there's not going to be a government shutdown. So that is something that is happening as well. Now, finally, a little bit of a warning, because a lot of people are FOMOing into DYDX, which is a coin that does perpetuals basically on chain, from what I understand. And if I remember correctly, I should say, because I haven't really dug into them too much, but I do believe they do leverage trading on chain. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that a lot of people are FOMOing into this. This has had a crazy pump actually, but one thing to note is that they are going to have a massive unlock of tokens from private investors, I think at the end of this month. So I would be very careful right now, because if I was a whale in DYDX and I knew that I was going to have a massive unlock, I would try to manipulate the price. I would try to pump the price so much so that I'm able to hedge. I'm able to short with the same amount that the unlock I'm going to have is, so that I am able to kind of lock in my profits like that. So be careful about DYDX right now, guys. I would not be surprised if you see a major pullback as people have been hedging. And after the unlock, you do see the price come down relatively to the other coins here. So guys, this is what I got for you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.